Hey there, 2KMC here with my basketball, pencil, and paper, jotting down the upcoming neighborhood events. Start off this weekend with Big Top Challenge.
Let's see the starting lineup for the New York Knicks. At small forward,
and let's go.
Well, Kevin and guys, the NBA is a shoe.
Thanks, David. So a look at our starters for the Knicks. It's Randall and Robinson at the 4 and the 5. R.J. Barrett is out there with Elfrid Payton, and it's Harkless in at the 3 slot. And for the Spurs, Gay and Aldridge are up front. Murray out there with White, and it's DeRozan in at the 3. A different look now for San Antonio. Pirtle, he's checked in for Aldridge. And Trey Lyles subbed in for Rudy Gay. To the right side. Murray finds White. Robinson with the block. And they'll keep possession. DeRozan surveying the D. Lyles with a wide open look. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Harkless on the wing. This one for 3. Doesn't get it to drop for him. It's the Spurs taking it the other way. Here's White. And White slams it in.
Outstanding play by White that time. He just took off and got up and down in a heartbeat.
AI outside. And there's the pass to Barrett. Back to Robinson. Barrett dishes to AI. 6 to shoot. It's hauled in by Lyles. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for San Antonio. 4-point game. That's tipped. Back to Lyles. And the dunk by Lyles.
You know, that's a veteran play. DeRozan stays open to all possibilities. That's seeing the game in front of you. Excellent find.
And you watch DeRozan play, he still has that explosiveness. Great first step out of the triple threat position. Can switch directions on the go. Is still a handful to slow on the perimeter.
He kicks to AI. 3-pointer. Drops in the tray. And Junior coming into the NBA from college ball wasn't the top recruit from his class, Greg, but he showed what he can do.
Junior had some fantastic performances during his college career. Nobody was quite sure where he would land in the draft. This team's convinced that he can be a factor in the NBA.
Greg, with the explosiveness you talked about with DeRozan, it helps that he finishes so well when he gets to the rim.
And maybe not what he once was, but he is still an elite level athlete. Doesn't only have to drop the hammer when he gets to the rim either. Very smooth at adjusting mid-flight to finish at the rim.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
So New York going with almost an entire new group here. Taj Gibson's checked in for Robinson. Bobby Portis comes in for Randall. Dotson's checked in for Maurice Harkless. And it's Cobb in for Barrett. Mills can't hit.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Inside, Gibson. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Yeah, you've got to turn up the dial on the intensity at the defensive end if you're them. I mean, it's still early, but I agree with you.
Kept alive. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle.
Here's AI. In the corner, Barrett with it. Nailed from three-point land. Barrett's got 11.
Showing improvement in that aspect of his game. Barrett wants to get better firing off the catch.
And New York, looking at who they've got, it's Randall and Robinson at the 4 and the 5. AI is out there with R.J. Barrett. And it's Harkless in at the 3. AI with it. Low block shot on the way, and that one hits back iron. Spurs trail by 9. Gay finds Murray. DeMar DeRozan on the wing, defended by Harkless. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Greg, in New York, you obviously played in a number of championship contending teams. What do the Knicks have to do to get back to that feel, that kind of team?
Well, listen, it starts with stability across the board, but mainly that means at the top. And you got to give this new front office, this new regime, an opportunity. I think they got some good young pieces, but title contenders are not in a constant state of flux right now. They've got to take their baby steps here and start moving in the right direction.
Like you say, it does begin in the front office. Here's Aldridge, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's on Mitchell Robinson. Greg, LaMarcus Aldridge taking more three-pointers last season, easily passing his career highs in attempts with almost 3 a game.
And Aldridge shot a very respectable percentage from outside. In order to play heavy minutes at the 4, you need to be able to shoot. Good to see Aldridge still adding new wrinkles to his game.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thank you and good evening. The Knicks made changes in coaching and the front office since the start of last season. But the question is, can they move forward? Their last winning season was back in 2013. Amidst the frenzy that is the media in New York, they'd like to make headlines going forward for all the right reasons this time. Kevin?
Thank you, David.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
That shot off. Randall with some nice D. Passes to AI. Launches a 3. He's off on that one. And San Antonio will go the other way with it.
An interconference matchup. They faced these guys twice a season, and last year they took both games.
2 teams in the bottom of the East and West, as you said, these regular season victories count for more. Both hungry for a win tonight.
Now, here's AI. He's covered by Murray. The offensive rebound. Oh, that was terrific!
Good.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
Boy, and I used to love going up and jamming it down like that, guys. Now, there's an example of good defense beating good offense.
Doubled by Murray. Barrett wide open. He fires. Good on the triple. And it's a 9-point New York lead.
Guys, I tell you what, feels like everything is coming easy to him. Just taking what he sees and capitalizing.
Pass to Gay. Here's Aldridge. That one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
And Randall throws it down.
Boy, what a throwdown by the well-built 6'9" Julius Randle with power.
San Antonio's gotten fond of that 3-point shot here in the second quarter. 4 of 9. Here's Murray. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assists. DeRozan's got 3 assists in the game. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. From outside the arc. And again, New York with the triple.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
Oh, the lob to DeRozan. Robinson with the block. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
Here's Murray. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall.
And how about the intensity on display from Cobb?
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway. And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. A different look for New York. Now here's Mills. He's tightly guarded. Here's O'Connor. Count the basket and the foul. Taj Gibson picks one up.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
I like to call that stick-to-itiveness, getting everything he possibly could out of that play.
Jakob Poeltl out there with Trey Lyles. And it's Mills, and it's Forbes, and at the 3, the small forward. That's the San Antonio 5.
He's been an absolute non-factor, 0 factor this game. Just a horrible performance from him.
They get the rebound. Nice shot by Poeltl. Poeltl's got the lead up to 6 now for San Antonio.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
To halt the run, and Portis finishes inside. Portis has got his first points of the night.
You know, that's how you do it, guys. I mean, he passed his way out of the double team and into an easy basket.
Mills looking it over. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
You know, Mills is not just a long-range gunner now. He can score on the move, too. Underestimate Mills at your own peril.
The Knicks making a switch here. Barrett's checked in. Cobb passes to AI. To the paint. Here's Portis. Makes it off the glass. Portis has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
O'Connor the pass to Poeltl. And that one, good.
Hey, if you're going to foul Poeltl, I mean, get your money's worth. You have to make sure you're really whacking. He's extremely good at finishing through contact.
And New York making a change here. Randall's checked in. And that one misses. Greg, when you played for the Knicks, I always heard that Charles Oakley would cook for the players. Is that true?
Absolutely. Oak was very particular about his food. And I got to tell you, he knows his way around the kitchen. And to be honest, I would never tell him otherwise.
Well, what was his special?
Whatever he made, it was special. It wouldn't matter.
O'Connor, he's guarded by AI. Here's O'Connor. It's deflected. AI outside. Barrett, no good.
Boy, he has to put that one away. A solid opportunity gone awry.
O'Connor the pass to Lyles. It's rebounded by New York. No one near Randall as he lets it go. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
Yeah, you know, he's evolving his offense over time, Julius Randle, and I think the coaching staff is happy to see it. They like to see him take and make these shots.
Here's O'Connor. It's rebounded by New York. Randle's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
AI right side. Here at the open look. But they'll get another chance.
And that's a nice job on the offensive glass there. That'll let them work the clock even more.
Shot clock at 6. Here's Cobb. And again, New York with the triple.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Here's Mills. 12 points for him. Pass to O'Connor. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Julius Randle picks one up for San Antonio. And so it's the Knicks with the win. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother them. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
Well said. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Alden, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports.
Hey, good to see you.
Hey, what you working on?
Let's go! Phenomenal win. You should be proud of yourselves. Let's get to work so we can keep this positive energy. I want to score earlier in transition offense. If someone is up court, we have to get the ball to them. Coaches, set up the drill. Let's get it, fellas.
What's good?
all day long. And for more weekend fun, head to the 2K Beach Party. On Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, all games played on the 2K Beach will be worth.
Coming up next, the Knicks taking. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Joining Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge. Hey, Dave.
Kevin, thanks very much. In this era...
Much needed indeed, David. Thank you.
And Karis LeVert, a four-year player at Michigan, and he's been nothing short of sensational since breaking out with the Nets. The only issue has been injury for him, Kenny.
Yes, he slipped.
There's a whole new group out on the floor right now for the Knicks. Allen dishes to Boykins. Crawford passes to Irving. And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession. New York trailing. Cobb kicks to Dotson. AI outside to the middle, stolen by Allen. Irving with a clean look, knocks down the three ball. Irving's got his second bucket of the night.
This is taking advantage of analytics. Kyrie from three is a great bet.
Pass to Dotson. AI with it. To the inside. Boykins with the steal. And here's Crawford. 8 points his last outing. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Taj Gibson picks one up.
Well, when you're on defense, hands up and antennas up with Crawford, constantly looking to get himself to the free throw line.
Knicks trail by 6. Cobb passes to Gibson. AI outside. Cobb in the corner. Can they get it? AI can't hit. The Nets have gone 8 of 14 from the field in the first quarter. Here's Dinwiddie. They get it back. New York's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. AI outside. Down low. Here's Portis. A rebound by the Nets. Allen's got 4 rebounds now tonight. We hear all these different terms about resting players, but Kenny, load management seems to be the one that is stuck. Is that something you wish was around, for instance, when you play?
Honestly, I probably didn't want it, but if I used it, I would have been a much better player. Honestly, because your body is at 170 pounds, 6'3", is not built to play 82 games in playoffs. It's not built for that. Your body's just not meant for that. So yes, I might have been, Greg, I might have been in a couple All-Stars, man. I think, man, I could have done some things.
But wasn't there pride in players in playing 82 games?
In all reality, the pride was in you had to work for that next contract. The dollars are such now that it's an investment for the team that they're trying to protect. So it means as much for them to make sure you're rested and ready to go. To Kenny's point, as it does to you.
Pass to Dotson. AI outside. He feeds it to Gibson. Back to AI. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
The Knicks have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. Free throw good, AI.
And seeing Junior out there again, I was impressed with his time on the floor in his debut. Showed that he could pick his spots and contribute to this team.
Junior did not miss a beat when he came into the game, did he, Greg? Exactly the debut this team was hoping to see from him. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
Cobb dishes to AI. Lays it up and banks it in.
I just think that's trouble. You're gonna let that guy shoot layups. You're asking for it.
And so it's Irving. He brings it up for Brooklyn. 4-point game. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Knicks team.
And we'll see if anything's different this year, because they didn't match up well with this team last year, getting swept in the season series.
The Knicks have gone an even 50% from the field. They are 7 of 14 for the game. And something from your era that is always talked about, Kenny, hand checking. How big a difference did hand checking make for defenders?
Oh, it made the game easier for defenders, without question. You know, I actually, our series with Greg is the reason there's no hand checking rule. Because Derek Harper,
There was so much.
he was so aggressive.
The
with the
best,
hand.
I always felt that was a guy, man, first of all, he was big and strong, and when he put that hand on you, felt good, didn't care. He liked that. He liked that.
You could feel it, right? That's what you're saying.
feel
You
it.
could feel
And he
it.
could literally guide you where he wanted you to go.
Without question.
Lock at 6. Nice shot by Portis.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Passes it to Boykins. And he bangs it home with one hand.
You can't afford to leave someone uncovered like that. Irving will torch you for this mistake.
Knicks trail by 4. Cobb passes to AI. 56 seconds left to play here in the first. Trains the three-pointer. Greg Jr., as you know, taken in this year's draft. He didn't last long on the board, and this team jumped on the chance to draft him.
There are a lot of high upside players in the draft, but none more so than Junior. He's an athletic monster and could end up being the best player of this class.
Dotson the pass to AI. 35 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. New York needs to get off a shot, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Ntilikina, he's checked in for the Knicks. Nets leading by 3. Irving looking for an opening.
We see how crafty Irving is. I mean, tell you, sometimes it's hard not to foul.
First trip to the line for him here. And that one falls for Irving. And so Irving nails both of them.
A great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
The Knicks have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one. He misses the free throw. And he sinks the second. Shot from the top of the key. Count that bucket. Irving's got 11.
Inventive off the bounce. Irving keeps defenders guessing almost to the point of frustration.
Here's AI. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Offense, the order of the day is the... Earlier on, we ran into Bobby Portis, who explained the origin of...
I think the underdog story, started when
And Greg, playing with a chip on his shoulder, has served Portis well.
Some guys try to block out the haters. Portis uses it as fuel to keep achieving more.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Yeah, you can't be careless with your shot selection out there because some of them are getting thrown back.
We've got Prince. He's out there with Crawford. And it's Irving in at the 1. So that's the Nets 5.
I think the defense has more concerns out there on the floor, and they give him a good open look from the perimeter.
Greg Popovich, the Spurs coach, Kenny, has talked about how the three-point shot is ruining the game. What do you say when you hear that?
Well, he's a participant of that.
I was about to say, like, he's the one that brought it to the forefront more than anybody.
Of it. But I think overall, yes, because people now take bad threes over good twos. So players don't have worse shot recognition.
I think they took bad twos just as much as they take bad threes. I mean, I'll never forget my college coach said, I had a teammate took a shot. It was a bad shot. And I got on him about it. And coach looked at me and he said, hey, we don't yell at our shooting guard. He said, I never met a player that took a shot he wasn't trying to make. And that stood with me because you don't shoot it to miss, but that doesn't mean it's a good shot.
Right. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Last season, during the hiatus, the Knicks did a retrospective of Linsanity. You remember that stretch in 2012 when Jeremy Lin took the league by storm. He said he was floored to be recognized in such a fashion. For New Yorkers who are going through so much, it was a chance to reminisce about some pleasant surprises. Guys?
Great, David. Thank you. From deep, Brooklyn with the rebound.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
KD finds LeVert. Misses the three. New York's gone 3 of 4 with the long-range bombs here in the second quarter.
And that's a good heads-up play there from RJ.
Here's Irving. He picked up 33 points in their last one against Minnesota.
Yeah, but all around offensively, the performance was great. He knew when he had it going, but he also knew he could get other guys going. So his passing right up there on the level with his scoring in that one.
Jordan, the pass to LeVert. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Jordan's got 3 assists tonight.
Now just all alone down there. Credit goes to DeAndre for finding him.
Oh, the power on that throwdown.
Unreal. RJ Barrett getting up there. Dunk contest, anyone?
Kenny, these days you need versatile defenders. In your opinion, who does the best job of guarding from point guard to center in the NBA?
You got Kawhi, you got AD. I would add Paul George in the mix.
Sure.
I would add Patrick Beverly in the mix. I would add P.J. Tucker, guys who can play multiple defending positions. Avery Bradley, I would add him in there. You notice most of them on the same team, huh?
Yeah, they are.
That's right.
Up top, Barrett. Out to AI. Clock at 4. Here's Cobb. And there's another one for the Knicks. And a look at the #1 overall pick in the draft, Hendrix Cobb, an incredible athlete who has the potential to be a game changer for this team.
Born in New Jersey but grew up in Louisiana, Cobb has been used to the spotlight for a long time. He has all the tools to be a superstar in short order.
Well, that's where he's a huge threat to complete any sort of alley-oop. You could throw that at the top of the square and DJ's going to throw it in.
Cobb passes to AI. There's 1:47 left in the first half. Back to Barrett. Offensive rebound. Lets it go with a 3. AI, no good. And Kenny, great to have you on the show as always. You got to come back soon. Promise us you'll come back soon.
I'm coming back next week.
Good.
I am not. There's more food down here. It's friendly about here. It's more room, man.
More
I can't
air.
wait to be
You
here.
get a little more air.
Everything, man. Everything's more down here.
And Greg, a lot of fun to be joined by Kenny the Jet. As brilliant as he was on the court, he is just as amazing off it.
And, you know, Kenny has this amazing knack for describing what he sees with such clarity. Rare gift, and I'm glad he could share it with us.
Yeah, this story in the second quarter much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
Jordan kicks to Irving. Goes up the baseline. The rebound by Gibson.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
That one good for 2.
Well, the game's 4 quarters, and after a tough first half, he's found his rhythm in the second.
LeVert, good, and the assist goes to Irving. LeVert's got the game tied up here for the Nets.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Now, here's AI. LeVert defending, and out of bounds is Brooklyn gains possession. The Knicks making a switch here. Dotson's checked in. Brooklyn's gone 7 of 15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. Now, here's Durant. Not a lot of room. High post shot, and no good on the last second attempt this time. And so, thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed. When you look at the balance of power between players and teams, Greg, does it feel like the players now have more say, more control than they used to?
No doubt. We're seeing more players demand trades, sign shorter contracts or opt-outs. And the irony of that is, in my era, our best players were fearful for the length of their contracts or the life expectancy of their careers, believe it or not. And these guys today, they understand their value. They know what they bring to the table, and they are utilizing that to the max.
And is that good, Greg, for the game?
I think so. I do think most guys want to win, and they understand that their legacies are going to be defined about whether or not they do.
Yeah, and luckily they've got terrific depth at that position. If there's one spot on the floor where they can afford to lose somebody, that would probably be it.
And New York, looking at who they've got. Bobby Portis out there with Taj Gibson. Then it's AI. Then there's Cobb. And it's Dotson in at the 3, the small forward. AI passes to Portis. And it's Boykins with the rebound. Nets trail by 6. In the corner, it's Crawford. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got his 5th assist in this one. And for the Knicks, the shooting is leaving some to be desired. Just 36% here in the third quarter. AI outside. There's the pass to Portis. Back to AI. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
And it'll be his 4th time going to the free throw line in the game. That one is off. And he ends up missing both free throws. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Crawford outside. Let's keep it alive. Here's Dinwiddie. Again, the Nets for 2.
He's a decent passer at his position, DeAndre Jordan, with a solid understanding of what happens on that play and how he can keep players involved.
Here's Gibson. And the shot is good. Gibson's got 4 this quarter. And so Crawford will bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. And following this game, they'll challenge the Grizzlies on the road at the FedEx Forum in Memphis. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip. Offensive rebound. Irving for 3. Unable to get that one.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
AI kicks to Dotson. AI outside. Out to the right wing. 5 on the clock. Cobb in the corner. Drills it from outside. And it's a 7-point Knicks lead.
The pass was right where it needed to be for Cobb. He rises up and lets that fly.
And the big man, Taj Gibson, a tough, defensive-minded veteran.
Such a huge part, the foundation really, of those teams in Chicago when he was playing alongside Joakim Noah. One of those glue guys who's willing to take on any assignment.
And the dunk by Cobb.
And where's the defense preventing Cobb from getting anywhere near the rim?
They've been doing a great job of sharing the ball.
And guys, Sade comes to mind for me because right now that offense, it's a smooth operator.
And that one's good, Irving.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
AI passes to Portis. Now, here's AI. 22 points for him. To the wing on the left for three. The shot, no good. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Irving for three. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. And now just a 1-point New York lead. For New York, they've gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the third quarter. AI outside. 1:14 left here in the third quarter. Feeds it to Cobb. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn.
And they're committing an awful lot of fouls here, and not of the good variety. You don't want to give...
So it's New York picking up the win. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. See you next time.
What's good? It is your boy Bake, and we just got it popping with the 2K team at the park. Hey, you know Lockdown Game. We had the clamps on them and we got that dub. Make sure y'all keep a lookout for them because you can be next.
The tallest building in the United States. One World. Now it's ended down to David Aldridge standing by from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, the Knicks have young...
A little patience indeed. That's interesting. Thank you, David. And now the opening lineup for Boston. Brown and Hayward, they're the wing. Daniel Tice out there with Jason Tatum. And it's Smart in at point. And for New York, it's Randall and Robinson at the 4 and the 5. Elfrid Payton is out there with Barrett. And it's Harkless in at the 3 slot. checked in for the Knicks. AI comes in for Elfrid Payton. Boston also with the sub. Enes Kanter's checked in for Gordon Hayward. Kanter finds Tice. Back to Kanter. Celtics passing it around. And the dunk by Brown.
Oh, this is the kind of ball movement they want to get from Kanter. Scan the floor, and when you spot the open man, get it to him.
AI outside. There's the three. Robinson passes to AI. Back to Robinson. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
We see this all too often. You have to be willing to put in the work.
Now, here's Tice. Kanter inside, working on Portis. The shot's good from Kanter.
Well, I love the energy on Kanter's drive. Runs in like nothing can slow him down.
Pass to Robinson. AI outside. Back to Robinson. Kicks to Barrett. Passes it to AI. 6 on the shot clock. New York needs to get off a shot. Robinson dishes to AI. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. The Knicks making a switch here. Gibson's checked in. The Celtics making a switch here. And stolen by AI.
And of course, we know the history between Cobb and Junior. These two seem to have their fates intertwined. They're always going to be connected.
And Greg, now the two rookies are playing for the same side. They've been competitive for so long, so it's nice to see them join forces. Here's Smart following the score by New York. Here's Tatum. And Harkless pulls it down.
I thought that one was going to go down. The mid-range jumpers, oh man, that's usually a bunny with the D playing soft like that.
And you see the edge Barrett plays with, attacking the rim with bad intentions.
And Boston has possession following the score by New York. Smart passes to Kanter, and it's good, 2 points. Kanter's got his second bucket.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
To the middle, here's Portis, and he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Knicks lead by 7.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Now here's Smart. He's guarded by AI. Shoots. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Smart's got his third basket of the night. So for New York, their last game, a win against the Nets. And not only is Smart one of the best defenders in the league, Greg, he's also one of the most versatile players in the NBA.
Yeah, when you talk about players who can guard 1 through 5, it's usually referring to Kawhi, PG-13, or Giannis. But Smart at 6'4" has the strength, the anticipation, and the toughness to hold his own against anyone. It's remarkable.
Here's Smart following the score by New York. Here's Kanter. It's rebounded by Portis.
I don't think the D does good enough here, but something causes the miss.
Prez finds Harkless. The shot's good. Harkless has got 7 points in the game.
Oh, even from that range, the floater is one of the toughest shots in the game.
Here's the teardrop. And the layup good by Smart.
Oh, he's got that touch. I mean, in between Smart with the ability to lay it up there soft.
Inside. Back to AI. So for the Knicks, Damian Dotson comes in for Harkless, and it's Cobb in for Barrett. Green, he's checked in for Boston. Brad Wanamaker comes in for Marcus Smart. That's to Dotson. Now, here's AI. To the paint, 5 to shoot, and it's Gibson finishing it off.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
The coaching staff has to be upset. You can't give the opposition easy baskets like this.
Cobb passes to Dotson. He kicks to AI. To the inside. And it's it's Gibson finishing it off.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
Yeah, he's just not giving the ball up. He's passing with a purpose, and it's leading to scores.
New York leading by 7. Cobb passes to AI. 1:25 left in the first quarter. Poked away. Back to Portis. AI outside. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. The Knicks have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far. First one falls for Williams. He's checked in for Cantor. And both free throws good for AI. Celtics trail by 9. Wanamaker looking over the floor. Good on the bucket.
And that's a perfect setup. Solid screen, defender can't avoid it. Opens up a clear path to the bucket.
AI outside on the pass to Gibson. And it's Gibson finishing it off.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Looking at the Knicks, they took the win in their last game against the Nets in Brooklyn. Williams finds Brown. Up and in for the basket, number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
And just a solid way to start the game, 4-5.
They double him with Green. AI outside. Pass to Portis. And Portis throws it down.
Wow, the superb strength of Portis. You got to hit him harder than that if you're the defense.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Frank Ntilikina is checked in for... Outside, Smart. Inside. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Smart's got 5 points now in the quarter. And so Payton will bring it up for the New York Knicks. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. R.J. Barrett is out there with Mo Harkless. Then it's AI. Then there's Elfrid Payton. And it's Portis in at the center position. That's the 5 for New York right now. And it's denied.
We don't talk much about his defense. I mean, Cantor has been much maligned for his work at that end. He's been making a better effort.
And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile 1 block a moment ago.
And you can see the mindset he has. When the game's this close, he's going to bring it at that end of the floor.
Just 4 to shoot. Barrett wide open. He fires. Bangs home the trifecta. Barrett's got 12.
They have ridden him today, and it has paid off in a big way.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey guys, if you can believe it, before Jaylen Brown went to the draft, one executive said the Cal Berkeley star was too smart. Brown says, when athletes are also informative, it can intimidate. We get pushback for our outside interests. The whole shut up and dribble movement is big, and I'm a part of that movement. Guys?
Strong story, DA, there, thanks. Here's Harkless. Jason Tatum picking up that last basket. Back to Harkless. He dishes it to AI. Down low, Portis, and the layup's good off the glass. He's got 11.
High percentage shooter from these spots. Portis has tons of confidence in his inside scoring ability.
And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's on Bobby Portis. Frankie, we hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself, do you agree with that statement?
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I played, there was an era, you know, you could hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You could go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points.
You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches of 2 and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more, but it doesn't discount the importance of defense. And if you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in, is their defensive approach.
Chalk up 2 there. 17 points for Marcus Smart.
Oh, he's getting after it offensively. Smart, putting up some points.
Payton passes to AI. And Tatum over to help. And again, New York turns it over.
Yeah, with no defensive pressure at all, you've got to be able to make that exchange.
Boston trailing. And here's Smart. 17 points in the game. Kicks it to Tatum. Pass to Wanamaker. Good on the three-point shot. Wanamaker's got 9.
You know, some scouts thought Tatum had tunnel vision, looking only for his own shot. But he's more about team.
Payton outside. Back to AI. Basket counts. And the Knicks lead by 1.
Good anticipation on the feed. He knows exactly where to go with that ball.
Pass to Tatum. He kicks it to Cantor. The pass to Smart. 6 to shoot. Pass to Tatum. The second chance effort. The Knicks pull it in.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Here's Wanamaker after the made shot from AI. Cantor with it. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Toronto. It's good. Smart's got 11 points in the quarter.
He's not playing around. I mean, he hit the ground running the first quarter, and he's only turned it up in the second.
Payton kicks to AI. It's Barrett on the wing. Back to AI. Passes it to Portis. Out to Payton. From past the arc. He can't hit that time. So the Celtics will take it the other way. Feeds to Tatum. And slam dunk by Tatum.
Oh, what incredible precision. Brown cutting the D to pieces with his passing.
Time called here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
Remarkable consistency from deep. You can't count on that every game, especially on the road.
They were connecting, and when they're connecting like that, they're hard to beat. Their accuracy from outside, just incredible.
The Knicks making a switch here. Randall's checked in, and the Celtics also making a change. Gordon Hayward's checked in for Brad Wanamaker.
The brutal strength of Randall, allowing him to finish right there through clear contact.
Smart passes to Tatum. 1:10 left in the second quarter. The shot's good from Gordon Hayward. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
AI outside. Back to Payton. And another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Smart kicks to Tatum. Cantor trying to free himself up. Second shot opportunity, and it's good on the layup. Cantor's got the lead up to 1 now for the Celtics.
Now, that's a staple of Cantor's game. This guy has a knack for knowing how to come up with offensive boards.
Payton passes to AI. It's stolen by Brown. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. Great D that time from Portis.
Playing him tough inside and preventing the layup. That'll get the whole team pumped up.
Yes, that goes in. Barrett's got 5 points in the quarter.
I love seeing Barrett cash in there. He knows he has what it takes to finish through contact.
Brown outside. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And some good action through the first two. All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly easy. For the Knicks, Bobby Portis is checked in for Robinson. AI comes in for Maurice Harkless. And it's Cobb in for Elfrid Payton. For New York, they have scored 6 points from their 8 attempts at the line so far. Free throw drops in for Cobb. Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars. Oh, wow!
Nice! Strong finish by Cantor. The contact doesn't seem to affect his mechanics at all.
Cobb dishes to AI. Right side, Portis. Barrett kicks to AI. There's Portis, and Portis throws it down.
This is what his coaches love to see. Portis looking like a leader and a beast in games like these.
Celtics leading by 17. In the corner, Tatum with it. To the middle. Here's Smart. Three-pointer. And Tatum with the basket on the assist from Smart. Smart's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Pass to AI. To the paint. Here's Randall. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
A roller with attitude. Once Randall gets downhill, he's hard to contest with.
Now Smart. He's got 24. In the corner, Tatum with it. Shot clock at 6. Over Barrett. And there are the Celtics with another basket.
The height, the footwork. No wonder Tatum's knocked down mid-range from there.
AI outside. Down low. Randall passes to AI. Back to Randall. And Randall throws it down.
What I love about Randall is the power he plays with. He's an absolute force inside.
And it's Smart with the ball for the Boston Celtics. To the middle. Got a piece of it. Here's AI. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. AI's got 8 points.
Good eye from Cobb. Spotting the wide open man. Sets it up perfectly with that pass.
50 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Rivas. That shot off the mark. Great D that time from Portis. To the inside. And AI gets it to go. He's got 10.
And you see the passing instincts Barrett has. Great at recognition out on the floor.
And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession. Daniel Tice is checked in for the Celtics. An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block.
And that's what a team needs when they're trailing. Energy on D.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. AI passes to Cobb. AI outside. Over in the corner, Randall. Just 5 on the clock. New York moving the ball around. Cobb in the corner. No good on the triple. Here's Brown. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
Yeah, great job of getting the look before the horn sounded and gaining some momentum.
And so it's Boston with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And a quick look now. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, gee, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Chris Webber, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports.